After NFL Blitz became both an arcade and a home console sensation, no surprises that a short while later, another instalment of the series was announced. As expected, they also promised new plays, animations, improved graphics, AI, and the general splurge of obvious sales shilling that the EA lot say about FIFA each and every year. If you've already checked out my review of the first game on the N64, you'll know that it was a riot to play, and even for those who don't know or like the NFL, you would have been able to pick up and enjoy the game. In a way, this is more of a slight upgrade to the series, but one which is still worth checking out for anyone who appreciates the improved overall package. Landing on store shelves in 1999 came NFL Blitz 2000 from Midway. Strangely enough, it's the home port of NFL Blitz 99, but try not to think too hard about how the arcade and home console versions were named because it gets terribly confusing. But all you really need to know is that NFL Blitz 2000 takes what made the first game so impressive and just turns it up a notch. Now if you've been watching the gameplay footage rather than listening to me waffling on, you'll easily realise that this is an out and out arcade experience, unlike anything being offered by the Madden or Quarterback Club series of the time. Like many Europeans, I find watching American football slow and often tedious at times, as games turn out into a really slow war of attrition. It makes the games drag on and on for hours, and to be honest, it's really not my cup of tea. But I do realise that there are many watching who love the sport, and what I like most about the NFL Blitz series is the game's ability to appeal to both fans and non-fans alike. Graphically, the game's engine has been improved and refined. The players all look sharp in a pixelated sense, and by no means are they even close to the lifelike detail that you'll find in the more simulation type games. However, the rough around the edges graphics means that the game runs incredibly smoothly and fast, and it helps keep the overall high tempo nature of the game very clean. An instant improvement you'll notice over the previous game is the sheer amount of new animations it contains for the players. At times, the games will turn into WWF No Mercy style affairs, as you'll see elbow drops, splashes, suplexes, and players generally slapping the crap out of one another. It really brings some much needed personality into the game, and it gives it another distraction during times of the game which are typically more dull and serious than the simulation games. And as always, you have the ability for your players to go on fire and boost the stats, and this gives your players superhuman-like abilities as you found in the NBA Jam series, and it makes them so damn hard to take down, it'll often take half a team battering them just to end the down. Adding to this the awesome commentary, which adds some more over the top lines to enhance the on-screen visuals. The effects too are also top notch, and if you listen carefully you'll notice some small details which will give the game an almost Looney Tunes experience sensation for your ears. My personal favourite was rushing through a crowd of players, knocking many down along the way, and hearing a bowling ball smashing into pins audio effect. It's small details like this which make you just imagine how much fun the studio were having when they're actually making this game all those years ago. Of course, being a multi-platform release, I'll be especially biased to the N64 version here. Being on a cart means there's literally next to no loading screens or times, and this keeps the game flowing from the moment that the game starts in the initial menu right the way through to playing the game. And speaking of plays, for those who really like to customise their games, you do have the ability to save 9 offensive and defensive custom plays in the editor. And so once you get bored of using the default ones, or if you need some really cool ones to take down your friends with, it gives you the opportunity to put your own style and spin into the game without being too overboard like you get in many simulation games. The game supports play for up to 4 players with 2 on each team, and so you could argue that this is the perfect example of the type of game that the console was designed for. Throw in the official teams and rosters, as well as trivia games to test your NFL knowledge, and overall, it's hard not to recommend picking this up over the previous year's edition. However, if you only need one Blitz game in your collection, you may want to wait before buying, as the series only gets better and better. And so for today's topic of conversation, I'd love to know your thoughts on what Midway's best sports title was on the N64 and your reasons for it in the comments section down below. And until next time.